I learned a lot from Cube about Snoop.
You've got man boobs, impressive.
Changing the diapers on your inner child. This is another edition of Talk Soup. I'm John Henson. Well, if you're a basketball fan, and I know you are, the big moment this weekend was when I hugged Magic Johnson during Game 3 at the Great Western Forum Friday night. I don't know if you saw that. Did you catch the game? Yeah. Apparently there was also some sort of a Chicago Bulls, you know, Reggie Miller three-pointer at the buzzer. But watch for the highlights, man. I'm pretty sure SportsCenter is going to be carrying that hug because it was a clutch play on my part. Coming up, Montel Williams survives a near-death experience. Warren Beatty gets down with his bad self. Plus, Conan gets sexually harassed by one of the gals on The View.
Hand on the small of my back, and then it went down a little low, and it made contact with a buttock.
Shocking! Conan O'Brien has only one buttock. First up, the new movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas has just opened nationwide. That flick makes drug use look like a wiggy fun lark. But beware, Gen Xers. Taking too many mind-altering substances can cause you to wear a lampshade and question your sexuality. Just ask Mike, the fellow in this Loveline clip.
Mike, what's going on?
All right, well, let's check it out, man. I've always been a straight guy, pretty much.
Hold on, Mike. I'm playing a hunch. You just get back from the vet.
All right, let's check it out. I've been
Mike's
straight all the
tail
time.
was infected, I think.
Until like 2 years back, I started going on a little LSD binge where I probably did, within a year and a half, maybe 200 hits of acid. And since then, things haven't been the same. I don't know, I feel attracted to males now. I have a thought in my head that I could be turning gay or at least bisexual.
Mike, do you have other obsessional thoughts, too?
Excuse me?
Do you have other sorts of obsessional thoughts? Is that the only one?
Well, obsessional, no. I have crazy thoughts. I walk down the street sometimes and think, hey, I could just kill this guy right now. I feel like I'm going crazy and I don't know what to do.
Yeah, but you're 20, so... So, Mike, do you ever hear voices or anything like that?
Hear voices? When I would have a flashback, I'd hear voices, but I don't have flashbacks.
And what would the voices say when they were talking to you?
Well, I could hear names sometimes. Or
they weren't persecuting you or anything like that?
No, I have little voices in my head.
Your voice asked you to take the lampshade off your head?
200 hits of acid? A moment of clarity seems like a flashback for that guy. You kidding me? Wearing a lampshade is the best decision he's made in weeks. Thursday on Loveline, actor Matthew Lillard plops his butt on the couch. First he was in Scream, and then he starred in that Damon Wayans movie Senseless. Now he's doing other stuff. You know, cool stuff. As we've noted before, hypnotism is a tool that can be used for good or evil. On the positive side, hypnotism can help you stop smoking or overcome pain. On the darker side, it can be used to make fools out of unsuspecting schlubs. Case in point, this Lisa highlight. In it, master hypnotist Paul McKenna makes a man lust for the wrong woman. All it takes is a snap of his fingers and a quick wakey-wakey.
Do you have a favorite film star, some woman you think is maybe the prettiest girl in the world?
Kathy Ireland?
Kathy Ireland. You feel very attracted to her, right?
Yes.
Okay, sleep. Because when you wake up, you'll believe that Lisa is Kathy Ireland.
Let's talk delusional here for a minute, all right?
Guess what? You'll think that she rather likes you too. Eyes open, wide awake, wakey wake. Can I introduce you to somebody here that I think you'd rather like to meet?
Hi.
Wow. Hi, Kathy. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Oh, really good.
I heard you were a little bit hot for me.
Oh, yeah, very.
Really? What do you like about me?
Oh, your body. I have your
Really?
swimsuit calendar hanging on my wall.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you want to touch me or anything?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Hi.
Now, are you married? Because
No, I'm single.
you really are.
Yeah.
Well, I fool around.
All right.
Yeah.
What are you doing after the show?
So maybe when I do my next swimsuit pose for the calendar, you could be there. You could be my buff He-Man beside me.
Definitely.
Would that
I'll do
be
your
good?
makeup and your everything.
Everything. All right. Thank you so much.
Oh, come on. That's not much of a stretch. Lisa's already a beautiful woman. You want to sell this hypnotism thing. Convince Bryce I'm Kathy Ireland, huh? Let's see if he follows me home, Pally. Huh? Wakey, wakey. Yeah, you're gay. Thursday on Lisa, learn how to propose in style. Ms. Gibbons will reveal how some celebrities pop the big question.
Wakey, wakey.
Wakey, wakey. Lifestyle change. Kids come up with the darndest inventions. In this Tonight Show clip, we'll meet James, Nicole, and Danielle. These talented tykes have devised a product called Barf Buddies. They're specially decorated buckets for people who barf a lot. And now, let's check out those projectile pails.
Is your mom like a really bad cook?
No.
No?
I mean, do you throw up a lot, you guys?
No. Only when we're
Now, does this have a light on it? I mean, what does the light do? Explain the light.
It goes to blink, blink.
Oh, it goes blink. I mean, so if you get up in the middle of the night and you feel like throwing up,
Yeah.
you know where your bucket is.
Yeah. If you didn't have a light, then it'd be like barfing all over the place. You don't know where it is.
Now, who cleans the bucket after you guys throw up?
My mom.
Your mom.
We have a whistle.
So every morning, oh, you blow the whistle to call mom?
Yeah.
To come clean the bucket?
Oh, that was so damn cute. But not nearly as cute as the Barf Buddy rap.
Bring your body in the car when you have to travel far. Your body in your face, your body. Use it when you're feeling sick and you need to bark quick. Your body in your face, your body.
White people can't rap. Getting them started early is no solution. It's the nature versus nurture argument, all right? Get the little girl a clarinet and stop trying to force a square peg into a round hole. Yeah, thank you. Robbie Van Winkle. Case closed. Thursday on The Tonight Show, Jay mugs it up with actor Bruce Willis. Demi's hubby is out promoting his upcoming flick, Armageddon. Coming up on this pie-eyed edition of Talk Soup, we'll meet a man who performs his own root canal. Plus, Conan fondles Fabio's manly breasts. But first, it's the rematch of the century. Chris Evert versus Natra Belova in a duel to the death.
Everett and Navratilova. On your mark, get set, go.
Can, noun, a metal container in which food is hermetically sealed until use.
Can, now, the hottest star-studded film festival in the world. This is E Goes the Can. Join host Steve Kometko for E's coverage of Revelry on the Riviera.
It's insanity. It's terrifying.
It's pretty nutty. E redefines your concept of Can.
It's a unique experience. They know how to throw a party.
This Saturday at 6 Eastern and Pacific, only on E.
Checks, stripes, or floral. One comforter complements them all. Because the JCPenney Home Collection gives you an almost endless combination of colorful styles and patterns that go together for a look that shows your own personal style. For both the bed and bath. The JCPenney Home Collection in stores and catalogs. It's so you. JCPenney, I love your style. Right now, enjoy beautiful savings during the JCPenney Home Sale.
For the non-stop runny nose of allergies, Kleenex presents the very best care, Cold Care. It's the softest tissue made to give your nose the most gentle touch. Try Cold Care Ultra Comfort or Cold Care with lotion. They're hypoallergenic, no fragrances or dyes, so they're safe for allergies. Because they're the best care for your allergies, Kleenex Cold Care is all your nose needs.
You're in luck.
I'm your pilot.
For these two strangers, surviving the crash was the easy part.
Can we reattach it somehow?
Sure. We'll, glue it back on.
But getting off the island will be no vacation.
1, 2, I can't!
Harrison Ford. 6 days, 7 nights. An Ivan Reitman film.
I've had just about as much vacation as I can stand.
PG-13. Escape June 12th.
The Aussie philosophy. I want to be different, just like everyone else.
And I believe my hair should be in a clean and natural state.
Like Australia.
Australia is not a state.
Yeah, but Aussie has natural stuff for your hair, like kangaroo paw.
Ouch.
Relax, it's just a flower.
And I believe that's why my hair's full of life and shine.
And Aussie doesn't test its products on animals. That's my philosophy.
There's more to life than hair.
But it's a good place to start.
If dog soup makes you nauseous, do not induce vomiting. It should come naturally. Hi, I'm John Henson. What actually happened between Conan O'Brien and The View's Debbie Snuffleupagus is the stuff of rumor. Like Anita Hill and Clarence Thomas, each have different versions of the same titillating story. Conan claims Debbie groped him at a racing convention. But as you'll see, Snuffles categorically denies any ass-grabbing.
You little liar.
I was not lying. That happened.
I'd like you to say it to my face.
Yeah, I will say it to you right now. And this is exactly what happened. She put her arm around me. I think it was a mistake. That's what I think happened. Hand on the small of my back, and then it went down a little low, and it made contact with a buttock. That's all I'm saying.
With a buttock?
With a buttock. Not both buttocks, just one buttock. Star, you're a lawyer. You'll help me out here. Made contact with one buttock. There was no actual squeezing. There was no squeezing motion. There was no squeezing motion.
Is this a charge of sexual harassment? Is that
yes,
what
it
you're
is.
saying?
Yes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Alleged sexual harassment.
I will testify in a court of law that you are lying, Conan O'Brien.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Why don't you just say yes and it was swell? I mean, you know, look how cute he is,
what's the
Debbie.
big deal?
He has a girlfriend, Barbara.
But they're not married. I mean...
That hasn't stopped you before, you hussy.
Oh, listen to Barbara egging her on, huh? I bet when Babs grabs your butt, there's no mistake, and then she probably latches on like a pit bull, huh? No wonder Hugh Downs is always squirming in his seat. He's a little anxious. Thursday on The View, the mind-numbing sounds of Kenny G. Mr. Gorlick will play a couple of tunes off his new album, My Heart Will Go On. You know, his music is the reason I don't ride elevators anymore. Really? Yeah, I take the stairs. 30 flights up. Damn saxophone music. A few weeks back, Montel Williams was battling for his very life. Strange as it sounds, it all began with a simple nosebleed. Up next, his doctors describe what Montel looked like in the emergency room.
When I went into the room, you literally had blood coming out like a faucet from his nose. It was it's not a typical nosebleed. The blood was jetting out of his nose. And then he experienced what's called a vasovagal episode, in which the heart rate and the blood pressure went down. And that was probably the most nerve-wracking period.
Doc, why don't you tell us, the procedure that we had to do the next morning, now you came in to talk to me, Dr. Park came in to talk to me and basically prepare me for that surgery that Dr. Kurtz talked about. There was some really extreme risk to this.
Right. Generally, when you do an angiogram, you talk about a risk of a blood clot coming off of the catheter that you put into the artery that goes up to the neck. It can go up and cause a stroke. But particularly in Montel's case, we're also taking small catheters and then putting plastic particles into the part of his nose on the inside, not the part that you see out on the front of the face, but deep inside. And these connect to the brain and to the eye. So there's a risk of blindness or particles actually being pushed into the brain and causing a stroke.
Montel believes that if it were not for the efforts of his doctors, he wouldn't be alive today. Thursday, Montel will tackle America's drug problem. He'll talk with experts about ways to deal with the crisis. Ali and Frazier, Andretti and Unser, Palmer and Nicholas. These are some of the greatest sports rivalries of all time. Add to that list tennis legends Martina Navratilova and Chris Evert. The two ladies are currently playing exhibition matches in the Virginia Slims Legends Tour. Up next, Lorianne Crook finds out which of them is the more aggressive player.
Your third book, Killer Instinct, came out. So which of you do you think has the biggest, most aggressive killer instinct?
I don't know if you can compare one. I play more aggressive game, but Chris, emotionally and mentally, Chris is every bit as tough, if not tougher than me. So,
I think mentally. I think mentally, over my whole career, I was mentally stronger.
Oh, definitely.
Martina, and I think physically, over our whole career, she's a better athlete than I was. So, we both have our strengths, and we both have our weaknesses.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to see on neutral ground who has the best killer instinct for the championship. Evert and Navratilova. On your mark, get set, go. Get off! You gotta tip on now for it to come off. Here, go for it. Oh, now one of them's gotta go. One of them. They don't want to fall. Joe, over here.
25 seconds of Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Two of the greatest tennis players of all time playing with toys for 25 seconds. Yeah. Thursday, Crook and Chase heat up the microphones for singer Mark Wills. He's out generating excitement for his new album, Wish You Were Here. No, Mark. Wish you were here. Still to come, we'll check in on that guy who's replaced his teeth with tiny little rocks. We'll get a gander at his twofers later. And straight ahead, Warren Beatty discusses rappers and Russian poets.
The attitude, the look, the drive.
We've come a long way.
Playmates of the 90s aren't just sexy, they're successful.
They are still the girl next door. But the neighborhood is a little more upscale than it was before.
But it isn't just all work and no play.
It's like naughty.
Find out how the gorgeous girls at Playboy have fun and get what they want.
You can be a smart businesswoman. And you can also take your clothes off in a magazine.
The Playmates of the 90s premieres this Sunday at 7 Eastern and Pacific, only on E!
True, there are other ways to reduce your car insurance premiums instead of calling Geico. Geico Direct. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Leak alert! Leak alert!
We found the source, sir!
Here comes help. Improved Huggies Ultra Trim Diapers. The only leading diaper with barriers at legs and waist. Designed to fight even the messiest leaks all around. All clear. With improved Huggies Ultra Trim, America's first line of defense against leaks.
He's one of Hollywood's hottest faces. But what keeps this funny man laughing? Jim Carrey Celebrity Profile, tonight at 8.
Philadelphia spells country, WXTU.
Any man of mine.
I spell country, WXTU.
Jack, yes or no?
They play today's country. And my all-time favorite.
Forever and ever, amen.
I listen all day at work.
But I like it. I love
Philadelphia Country, 92.5 WXTU.
That's real cool. For endless choices, endless possibilities, reach for the Showtime networks. Escape everyday TV and experience the excitement of Showtime. Hollywood hits no one else has. Powerful original pictures and series. Or watch the Movie Channel for 100% pure movies, 100% pure fun. The Showtime networks. Two exciting, totally different networks for one great price. With all this, there's always something on that you want to watch.
Hey, John, I just wanted to say, what the were you thinking playing your American Bandstand? You mother yeah, your time, you ass. You guys suck.
Oh.
Sorry.
What did he say?
Warren Beatty is making the rounds plugging his new movie, Bulworth. In it, he plays a politician who gets into trouble by telling the truth through gangsta rap. To prepare for this film, he did his homework by hanging out with such rap greats as Ice Cube, Snoop Doggy Dogg, and even the late Tupac Shakur before his death. In this vibe clip, he describes what he learned from them.
I learned a lot from Tupac. I learned a lot from Cube about Snoop.
Okay.
He in about 5 or 10 minutes, he made it clearer to me why Snoop is a genius of a rapper, and how it comes out of the unconscious. And the thing that is the most interesting to me about rap is that you know, for an old white guy, you really do you have to respect that energy that's coming out of that inner city, and it's coming out in rap, I think, more than any other way. And it reminded me of you know, in the 60s when you had the Russian protest poets, Voznesensky and Yevtushenko and those people, and the same kind of protest. It's social protest, a lot of it, not all of it. Some of it's bad, you know, but a lot of it's good. And so I have a lot of respect for it. And it just struck me funny, the idea of a young black guy coming out of an old white guy's mouth.
Just as long as that's the direction he's going, because otherwise you got a completely different movie altogether. Thursday on Vibe, Sinbad welcomes Warren Beatty's old friend Ice Cube, who will most likely perform the single We Be Clubbin' from the Players Club soundtrack, currently in my CD player. Up next, a man who really needs no introduction. I'm talking about the one, the only, Fabio. In the past, the romance novel cover boy has been ridiculed by Conan O'Brien for having shapely man boobs. Let's see how Fabio responds to those embarrassing comments.
You've got man boobs, impressive. You've got big, I mean, my body doesn't look like that. I take off my shirt and it's like, womp, 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 womp. I think it's also, it's the ass. What? I'm just trying to see. It's this amazing, it's like right there. It's like crazy. And you have to shave your chest, don't you?
Yeah, you know, I thought, you know, when I was modeling, I was shaving my chest for pictures. But Frank told me you wax your legs.
The sad thing is I don't have to. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you and your tricky jokes. But, you know, I would think that's dangerous because you start shaving your chest and then you have to keep going. You can't stop.
No, just the chest.
That's not what I meant. I wasn't going down there, Fabio.
When Fabio's done shaving his chest, he oils it down with, I can't believe it's not butter. Keeps his man breath smooth and supple. Man breasts. Thursday on Late Night, laugh yourself silly with funny man Bill Murray. He can currently be seen at the $2 Theater in the film Wild Things. When Baywatch star Jose Solano was growing up, he was constantly getting picked on by bigger kids. But one day he wandered into the theater and saw the film Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo, and it changed his life. He realized he could fit in by becoming a breakdancer. As this Home and Family highlight reveals, it's a talent that still brings pleasure.
I understand that you used to do a little breakdancing as well?
Yes.
Yes? Can you give us a demo? A demo?
Little demo?
A demo.
Well, I remember in the 7th grade, I had to fit in with all the bullies.
Did you, like, twirl around on the floor?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Can you do that for us now?
Because we're going to do a lot. We're going to salsa dance later, a little break dance. Sure, we got music for you, whatever you need, Jose.
Hey, Mike, do you
I'll watch and learn from the master.
Wear the raincoat. It's appropriate, right?
Give you some traction.
Can we have more loud? We need the music a little louder. We need some audio to the floor, guys. There we go.
All right, go, baby.
Woo! Woo! Wow.
He's no Warren Beatty, but I'll give him props. Thursday on Home and Family, Berger and Christina welcome another fascinating celebrity guest. And if that fascinating guest doesn't show, we'll have Berger and Christina. Coming up after the break, it's our soup of the day. In just a moment, a man makes dental history by putting rocks in his mouth.
Once he learned how easy it was, David decided to just go ahead and replace all his teeth using a compound of resin and floor wax.
He lived too fast. He could not stop. Partied too hard.
There was drug use on the film.
And died too young.
I couldn't believe it.
But what led comedian John Belushi from superstardom to an early grave?
People thought the way I get close to John is to offer him drugs.
Look back at a comic legend and hear from the last person to see him alive.
He was like a train going at 9,000 miles an hour heading for a brick wall.
John Belushi, this Sunday at 8 Eastern and Pacific on the E! True Hollywood Story.
All the mirrors in my house were like from here and up. What do I need to see the rest of my body for? I was fat. I decided to change my life. I lost over 50 pounds on the Slim Fast plan. The energy went through the roof. Shake for breakfast, shake for lunch, delicious. It's the only thing that works for me.
23 vitamins and minerals, protein, calcium, fiber, all the balanced nutrition like a healthy meal.
I know I look good. That's the confidence that I have now.
Slim Fast, every day. Balanced nutrition for a healthy life.
I know I love it.
The dentist told me about this new gum.
It's in the toothpaste style.
This gum cleans, whitens, freshens.
Toothpaste style.
Toothpaste style.
New Arm & Hammer Dental Care Gum with baking soda reduces unsightly plaque up to 25%. Dental Care Gum.
Toothpaste style.
Little pasta noodles. Healthy vegetables. Petite meaty cuts simmered in gravy. A special recipe for company? No, a special recipe for your little dog. New Little Champions Casserole Dinner, only from Pedigree. Quality nutrition that really shows for the little dogs you really love.
Pedigree Little Champions, developed with the vets at the Waltham Center, recommended by top breeders. And be sure to look in Sunday's paper for healthy savings.
If I were your role model, who would I be? One of the beautiful people? Would I have to be tall and thin and have no hips to make you want to be me? Could I have hips and start each day eating more of the things that are good for me, so that if I eat something that's not so good, it's okay? Can you see being me, only slightly fantastic, and still one of the beautiful people?
In a perfect world, your cooking would taste more like your mom's.
Woohoo!
In the real world, Diet Dr. Pepper does taste more like regular Dr. Pepper. It's the taste you've been looking for.
Welcome to Taco Bell. Can I take your order?
Let's see. 1,000 burrito supremes, 700 Mexican pizzas, and one of those new gorditas. Hey, Godzilla, want something to drink?
Godzilla's at Taco Bell on 4 collector cups. And now you can put them in a cool Godzilla cup holder. Get them while supplies last.
Check out the chat on Talk Soup. Ask John about life and love, play concentration, or visit the photo gallery. Just type www.eonline.com or AOL keyword E.
Packed with nuts, Talk Soup really satisfies. He's got rocks in his head and pebbles in his mouth. I'm talking about David Krytoff. He's a farmhand from Michigan who likes to do his own dental work, like root canals, and replacing his teeth with tiny stones. With more on this orthodontic pioneer, here's the Daily Show's A. Whitney Brown.
I went in the driveway and I found some stones that were basically the same shade or as the color as what my teeth were.
Here's one right here that will require a little less work. There are thousands of teeth available for absolutely nothing right here on this driveway.
Right here in this driveway.
You want to save that? Once he learned how easy it was, David decided to just go ahead and replace all his teeth using a compound of resin and floor wax.
Then came the point where I had to grind my teeth down to the pigs.
It's just like 30 teeth you had to grind down.
Yeah.
Was there any pain involved in the grinding down of them?
Yes, but if I stayed away from metallic bits, it was not nearly as bad.
It was painful, the pain was excruciating, but let's talk about the benefits. How much did you save?
Would have cost $80,000. The material that I have in my mouth right now is probably worth about 85 cents.
Well, let's see what 85 cents can buy, huh? Oh, not too shabby. Next up for David is a do-it-yourself vasectomy. A pair of barbecue tongs and some spackle, huh? How hard can it be? Thursday on The Daily Show, Suzanne Summers comes in knocking on Craig's door. She's currently co-hosting the new version of Candid Camera. Tomorrow on Talk Soup, Conan gives graduating students the naked truth.
Hey, Michigan! Check it out!
Well, that about puts the lid on this sucker. I'm John Henson reminding you that the meek will inherit the earth, so we might as well trash it and let them clean up the mess, huh? See ya.